Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another FIFA 21 squad builder, where today we're going to be showing you what is a great 1 million coin meta squad for Weekend League. This is a great squad and probably like the typical team that you will start to see now, probably in Weekend League. Maybe you are seeing it now, maybe you will begin to see it in the next couple of weeks. Obviously with Black Friday you can get some really good squads, and this team is a really good team. Now if you buy this team at the right time, you can get it for as low as about 920, 930. Right now it's going for around 1.05 mil. So starting off with the goalkeeper, we have got, yet again, we have gone for Nick Pope. Now this guy is obviously a really broken goalkeeper in the game. You know, very popular with the pros. The pros rave massively about him. We explained in the last video why Pope is so good, you know, because he's so tall. He's just got such big limbs, and he's just always able to do a really good job for you. Now I think goalkeepers are all very similar, so I think going for someone like Pope, someone cheap, it just kind of keeps the price down and allows you to spend more money a little bit further up the pitch. Now going into the right back position, we have gone for Kyle Walker. Now this guy is a beast. I mean, I've played a hell of a lot of games. In 112 games I've played with this Kyle Walker in at right back. He does a really good job. You know, it's just because he's fast, he feels really strong in game. You know, he's got fairly decent passing, so he just does a really good job. You know, in 1v1 situations, that pace and strength just makes it difficult for your opponents to get past him. So he's a staple in my team. At centre back, you can guess who the centre back is going to be. It's going to be Joe Gomez. Now Joe Gomez, super popular player this year in FIFA. Obviously one of the most popular, if not the most popular centre back this year. Has got, I think, the most amount of games on him, more than any other player. I think Joe Gomez, he's just so good this year. That pace, you know, at the end of the day, you know, unfortunately in FIFA, pace is everything, and yet again, the fastest players are the best players to pick. And Joe Gomez, 82 pace with a shadow, you can get him up to like 92, 93 pace. So he's just absolutely rapid, can keep up with pretty much any player in the game, and it's just difficult to beat. You know, he's very good at intercepting the ball as well, and just makes it really difficult for you to play against. So he's an absolute monster at the back. We've then got another centre back, which is just a super meta centre back, and it is Rafa Varan, as you can guess. This guy is just so good, man. Again, 82 pace, but a better version of Joe Gomez. I only bought him recently, like about 7 or 8 days ago, I think it was. Played 13 games on him so far. You know, he's just amazing. You can just see there's levels. You know, I had Sergio Ramos before in this position, who is a cheaper alternative. If you maybe can't quite afford Varane, you maybe want to bring the price of this team down, you can go for Sergio Ramos. He does a very good job. I can say he was very good. The only reason why I upgraded to Varane was pace. You know, just a little bit of a pace issue against some players. You know, with Ramos, just at 71, even with a shadow, was only at like 81 pace. Just wasn't quite fast enough. You know, when you do come up against the Mbappes and the Neymars and the Ronaldos, you know, it's just not quite quick enough. Whereas having, you know, Varane and Gomez at centre-back, they've got like 93, 94 pace each. That just gives you a much better chance to stop these guys, and especially on counter-attacks, gives you a really good option as well. At the left-back slot, we've actually got Ferland Mendy. Again, that is like the most common backline that you will see. Now, I was lucky enough to pack Ferland Mendy as an untradeable out of one of the 81 plus packs. So I've got Mendy for a very long time, and I probably will have Mendy right up until team of the season, because I can't imagine many left backs are going to be better than him. But you know, the 92 pace, you know, just the 5-star skills, the 4-star skills, the 5-star weak foot, you know, amazing pace, decent dribbling. You know, with an anchor chemistry style, he's just so good, and so far has been, you know, I've actually, when I think about it, he's very rarely been at fault for any of my goals. He just does a fantastic job, and is just a brilliant player. Now, in the first CDM position, we're actually going to go for Fetty Valverde. Now, Fetty Valverde is not somebody that you see an awful lot necessarily anymore. Now, if you were lucky enough to get the 85 Valverde, that is awesome. But we're going to go with the 83 Valverde because we don't have the 85 Valverde. So if you do have the 85, this would be perfect for you. But again, 86 pace for a central midfielder. And I will hand on heart admit, Valverde is one of the quickest players I've played against in FIFA. I remember a little while ago, about a week or two ago, I played against Valverde. I think it was in the draft, and it was just the gold Valverde, and the speed of him was just unbelievable. It was literally like his pace was very similar to like an Mbappe. He just looked incredibly fast. He ran me down. I had about 6-7 yards on him. I can't remember who I was using. I think I was using like I think I was using Werner, I think it was, who's got like 93 pace. Now I didn't have a pace chem style on Werner. Now he might have done on his Valverde, but I had about 5, 6, 7 yards on him, and he just ran me down with ease. Like this Valverde card is absolutely lightning quick, and a really, really good player. Really very underrated player. Obviously, maybe not quite in the power curve. So if you do have that 85 or you have the capability to, recommend going for that 85 Valverde because he is absolutely incredible. We've then got Alan as our next player in the team. Now Alan is just somebody who, you know, is just amazing. You know, he's just amazing yet again in FIFA. Just suits the game perfectly. Medium high work rates, good pace, you know, very good dribbling as well. Defending is great, stamina is really high. It's just the perfect holding midfielder. I prefer him much to Sissoko. I think he's a much better player. I just think you get a lot more return from him. He's just a fantastic player and does a great job in that midfield position. We've then got Paul Pogba as the next midfielder in the team. Now, I've not had a lot of experience with Pogba except for in draft. But when I have played him in draft, he's been really good. I just played a couple of games this morning against this Paul Pogba, and he's just, again, he's like a Vieira in the sense that those really tall, kind of lanky players are so good in that holding midfield position because they just have such long limbs that they just seem to intercept. And that was the thing with Pogba that I just noticed when I played him a little while ago. Even though he's only got 64 interceptions, he just seemed to intercept everything. Like, it was very difficult to get anything past him. Again, those long limbs, just able to stretch those legs out and just intercept so many passes and then just set your opponent away in so many counterattacks. So Pogba is a very, very good player. Now, next up in the team, we're going to go for Anthony Martial as a striker. We did use Martial in the last squad builder, but he's such a good player. Again, someone that I don't actually see super often, which is a little bit surprising. I think maybe the 3-star weak foot does put some people off, and the work rates at medium are not ideal, but the pace, shooting, and dribbling is super, super good. With a Hunter, he's an absolute machine. And again, one of those players that even though I don't see very often, when I do play against Martial, he's really lethal. Like, he finishes so many chances. It's just very, very difficult to play against. You know, just a fantastic job up front. At the right wing position. Now, interestingly, in the right wing slot, we've gone for Mo Salah. Now, I would say Mo Salah, in my opinion, is one of the most difficult players to defend. He just, even though he's only got 3-star weak foot, you know, much like Martial, just that pace, he's so electrically quick, but, you know, the dribbling as well, he's very, very hard to defend. I would say Salah, like I said, is one of the most difficult players to defend this year in FIFA. Even without the lack of like a super high weak foot, he's just so quick, just so nimble, just so agile, just very elusive, and just very, very difficult to play against. You know, phenomenal finishing when he is on that left foot. You know, it's pretty much a goal every time. It's just a super, super good card and very, very difficult to play against. Then to finish off the team in the left wing position, of course, we are going to go for Marcus Rashford. Now, again, we mentioned Rashford in the last video. You know, just a super, super good card. That pace, the shooting, the dribbling, the 5-star skill moves, the 4-star weak foot. It's just perfect for this FIFA. You know, the weak foot, the skill moves, the pace, the dribbling are really the most important stats in the game. And that is the team. It's an absolutely phenomenal team, you know. And as you can see, it's going for around about 1.085 mil on Xbox and 1.3 mil on PlayStation. Now, I build my squads on Xbox, which is why this video is titled A Million Coins. But on Xbox, for example, this team was, you could have picked this team up on Wednesday for 920k, and on PlayStation on that same day it was about 1.15 million. So it's just a shade over a mil on PlayStation. So buying the team at the right time is really important. I always recommend buying teams on sort of Tuesday or Wednesday. That's when players are at their cheapest. But this is an incredible team. A couple of cheap alternatives. If you maybe can't afford Rafa Varan, go for Sergio Ramos. Like I said, that will bring the price of the team down. And maybe if you can't afford Mo Salah, go and get Heung-min Son and play him at right wing off chem. The 5-star weak foot will help you out, and the lack of chemistry that Son will get. Still get 7 chem at that right wing position. So that's, you know, what I'd recommend. That will knock the price down to sort of like 750 if you want to knock the price down a little bit. There's some cheap alternatives. But that is it for today's squad builder, guys. So if you did enjoy the video and you'd like to see more, make sure you drop a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. But that is all for today, guys. Have an awesome day. I'm out.